All right, guys. Hey, welcome to the Biracial Brothers podcast. I'm your co-host, Chris Davis. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, man. So I want to thank all the first-time viewers. Thanks for checking us out. It really means a lot.
Yes.
Thank you for sticking with us, the ones who have been for, since August now we've been doing this?
So MVPs.
We've been rolling for a while now. Be sure to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Helps with the algorithm, helps get the word out. We really appreciate it. In lieu of money, we will accept a thumbs up.
Please.
Just be giving.
Just be giving, yeah. And be sure to go ahead and hit us up on Facebook and Instagram at the Biracial Brothers Podcast. And with the paperwork out of the way, this is my A1 Day 1. Lee Davis, what's going on, Lee?
What's going on, man?
Man, blessed and highly favored.
It's
You
gonna
know
be a
how
good
we
one.
does.
That's a
Yes,
good
sir.
one.
Yes, sir.
And one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. The sweetness. Boo. What up, Boo?
It's the sweet one. I'm good, bro.
Kind of like light skin too, like the sweetness. That's like.
I'm like,
So Boo dressed up as Prince for Halloween,
Good job.
and this nigga looked
Yeah, you
just
did
like
look
the
like
sweetness.
Sweetness. Now that you say that,
I
yeah.
was like, man, let's get this motherfucker Dr. Pepper. I know he's thirsty.
yeah, Star did the curls in my hair, gave me some eyeliner, gave me a tight
I want to put
shirt.
the photo up. Don't
Oh,
worry.
damn, don't do that.
This motherfucker.
That's me, guys.
He looks sweet, all right. He looks sweet. I'm trying to find this paper that I had as I'm just bullshitting with you guys. I don't know where this big list of stuff was. Where was it?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
either way.
Either way. No, here it is. So it's been a crazy week.
It's been crazy, guys.
Yeah, man, we're just having a great time, man. We've been out here talking for like an hour and a half before it was like, oh, dude, we should probably just hit record and like do a podcast.
We probably should do what we came here to do.
do at least one episode.
Let them in.
Let them in. Yeah, we've just been having a great time talking about loving and living and manifesting and life and stuff. So
good,
the last episode, I don't know if it's last. Who the hell knows when these are going to actually air?
Who knows?
But when we were talking about manifesting and stuff, and you guys said that y'all manifested like on purpose, and then like good shit just kind of started
Like
happening.
it happened.
It's been a good week,
Said,
bro.
bow, 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 bow.
It's been a great week.
Couldn't have planned it no perfect.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like the power of like if you just get out of your own way and be grateful. It's kind of crazy how the Matrix will be like, oh wait.
Oh, we got a thankful one here.
Oh, let's open up. Boss, we got a thankful one.
Bless him then.
Yeah, bless him then. But it's been a crazy week. My buddy, I'm not going to say who he is or how much he made, but he made a shit ton of money off of GameStop.
Good week.
He had a better week than I did, I'll tell you that. He's had the best week anybody ever heard of. He made a shit ton of money off that. And so I kind of wanted to talk about the whole GameStop thing. Y'all are paying attention to like what was actually going on?
I know it just
Yeah, I got a general idea, but like the who's and where's and how's, not so much.
Yeah, as a brief history, and I'm sure y'all have seen a lot of this stuff on the internet, but basically this hedge fund shorted GameStop over 100%. So they bet that the stock would go down on the stocks. Over 100% of the stocks were available. So this subreddit group, Wall Street Bets, found this out and like, if we just raise this price up, they're going to have to cover their shorts, which means they have to buy in at a higher price, and it's just going to cause this infinity loop of price explosion.
You just bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, because every time they close out, it just keeps kind of going up and up and up. So what's kind of crazy is the Robinhood account of Robinhood, because I have a Robinhood, they halted trading on these stocks like AMC, GameStop, like all these stocks. So because the hedge funds called up and was like,
hey man,
oh, we're losing billions of dollars. So they literally,
bleeding money,
which
man.
has never been done in the history of the stock market, happened this week. That's why it's such a huge deal everywhere, because they literally halted trading because rich people were losing too much money and poor people were making money.
Hell yeah.
And they
The balance is off.
the balance was off. So what they did was
I thought it was a free market.
well, that's what's crazy is they ripped the illusion away that it was, because it's not. So they only, like, I bought some AMC stock. I opened up my Robinhood and it said this stock is no longer supported for buying. It's only, you can only close your positions. Well, what happens to a stock when people aren't allowed to buy it?
Yeah.
It tanks.
Yeah.
So it let the shorts, the stock market tanks, will let the shorts get out of their positions. So now the next day they're like, okay, you can go ahead and trade it now. Well, all the hedge funds are out.
I don't want it now.
It's the damnedest thing I ever seen. And I told a few people, I was like, Daniel, I was like, dude, you know, this AMC is about to be something like GameStop, but not as quite as powerful because it's not over 100%. And I told Kelly about it too. So Kelly bought, or I don't think Kelly bought any, but Daniel did. And I was like, I'm sorry, man. I did not see the government just stopping. Like, it's never happened before. So it's just been kind of a crazy week that they just canceled trading. Like, the whole free market stopped this week.
But I believe if you do value your future, you should invest.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You should learn how this thing works.
That's how the rich get richer.
Yeah, so we're talking about having a competition to see who can make the most money within. I guess we should do income tax to income tax. It's like March to March, whenever it is, and then say, okay, this is what you're starting with, and we should do percentages. So, because it's not dollar to dollar, because hell, y'all might have more money with all these kids you have. You know what I'm saying? We got to start at an even level playing field. Like,
I got you.
How much we can grow, like $1,000 or $100 or however.
Well,
much
your
we
credit's
have.
better, so.
Well, that ain't got nothing to do with stock market,
But you take your your money, and then how much percent did you make your money grow? If you do it that way.
No, we can do that. No, that's good.
Because a lot of this will have a lot of the same plays because we're going to be in this.
Group. We're either all going to be happy and we're all going to be like, what the fuck?
But you'll come along the way and you may have an idea for a trade that I don't really feel, or I have one that you're not feeling, and we may miss or match. By the end of the year, we'll see where everybody stacks up and like, well.
No, that'll work. And if we can get anybody out there, man, to learn how to do stocks and invest and,
Yeah, well, we can do like quarterly check-ins to see how the stock thing is going. I know this. I thought about this last week when I was talking about stocks and stuff. I was like, I should probably stop mentioning donate to the podcast at the links, because somebody's going to give us money. We're talking about how much we're making in the stock market.
Donate.
Donate. We need help.
They're not giving money anyway.
I didn't think about that. I was like, God dang it.
Well, if they donated more, maybe we wouldn't have to play stock market.
Yeah.
But
well, nobody's donated anything anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So
see, if y'all would have just donated.
That's all right. We're gonna get it one way or another.
Yeah, hook or crook. But yeah, my buddy who made just a shit ton of money this week, he gives the squad kind of like deals to look out for and stocks to look out and like tips and like buy this option, buy that option. So I'll be passing those along to us, because really at the end of the day, I want us to all win. And this motherfucker has a track record at this point.
Jordan all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's undefeated. So so it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to just kind of actually getting more money at one, and then
what the hell?
having a competition.
We're all better.
Yeah. But it all kind of started with, dude, what the fuck? Like, GameStop, like, it was literally David versus Goliath this week in the stock market. Unprecedented amounts of fuckery going on.
Too much fuckery.
Too much fuckery. It's like, so what they did was they stopped trading on the stocks because the volatility was too high, and they didn't want to hurt the little guy. That's what they said. That's what the company line. But by halting the stock, all they did was hurt the little guy.
Right.
Like, you motherfuckers.
You dumb motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, it cost me money. Like, there's a class action lawsuit going around for GameStop. I missed that boat, but if they do one for AMC, I could literally say y'all cost me money. just to hold the line. I mean, I'm not going to get anything out of it. Like class action lawsuits are like generally bullshit, anyways. But like you don't get any money out of it.
They get attention.
Yeah, they get attention, but I don't get like I don't know. But anyway, it's been interesting, dude. So and I wanted to kind of go with that because I saw this. We're talking about cancel culture. Because they canceled the trading on the stocks. That's kind of how it ties in. You gotta bear with me here.
It's coming.
It all loop around as follow.
Yeah. So what do y'all think about like cancel culture? Like just because you don't agree with, and I think because I was
shut it down.
Yeah, because I was talking to my manager about it, and it's like it's kind of dangerous just because you don't agree with something or it's not going your way, you just shut it down. Like the powers that be just shut it down.
It's kind of like the whole what is that, gender orientation? They're trying to say you can't call a baby no more. They're babies.
Oh, I haven't heard that, but yeah, that sounds like some fuckery going on.
Yeah, it's
baby.
My daughter, although she's a girl, she's under the age of 4, so nobody's allowed to call her a baby girl. She's a baby. Now, we can't call her a girl until she's 4. Because when you're
focus
4,
on all that. I'm going to invest. And we're going to see where we at.
You know what I mean? Because like she's.
Lee, we're having a conversation.
No, I'm hearing it.
But no, like that's literally a thing now. It's like y'all are my kids' uncles, but y'all not uncles no more. Y'all are not men no more. Y'all are father's siblings.
Who in the hell got all this time?
I identify as a man, so I'll be an uncle.
I just
look here's my thing is,
but that's the whole cancel culture thing. Is like we're gonna cancel all the way everybody knew how we can call that just to make
all
these
you're doing is
people
creating chaos, confusion.
feel more comfortable, whatever.
Yeah. So my thing has always been, I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. So if they actually if they're actually transgendered and they're changing,
they got a preference.
Then they have a preference.
Yeah, if they care,
I want you to live your life how you want to live it.
I want to make you comfortable with it. So if me calling you they or he or she or me or whatever you want, man, I got you.
Yeah, I'll call you whatever you want to be called.
Just know that I don't have to.
Yeah, it's like wishing somebody Merry Christmas. Like they tried to cancel Christmas a few years ago. It's like, it's Happy Holidays now. Like, no.
Xmas. Still Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I'm not saying Merry Xmas to you. Like, I don't know.
You're trying to take me
Christmas.
You're trying to get me to take Christ out of it.
Yeah, like I see what you're doing, Satan. Get out of
here. Not today.
Yeah, so like, but if you want to say Happy Holidays, then Happy Holidays to you. But I'm saying Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, partner.
Christ has been good to me.
Yeah, I don't know about you.
I ain't trying to get rid of it.
I want some more Christ, some más Christ.
Yeah. So I feel like it can go the other way because nobody cares,
But it is a thing where it's powerful in the sense that all it's got to take is everybody get, if they work up a frenzy on the wrong thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like someday, you're hugging your child or, kissing your wife in the driveway or something like that, and then they just whip it up to where
no PDA.
Yeah, to where you're just not allowed.
It's not appropriate to show affection in public.
You should keep that behind the doors. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. I think it could be dangerous, man, because it could eventually swing to a topic that everybody's like, no, that's not right. But everybody's so scared to say something.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be X'd out.
It's like Nazi Germany in a way. Like nobody cared because they were just doing the Jews. And then nobody, because it wasn't me. And then nobody cared because it was just the gypsies. Nobody cared. But then, like, nobody cares until they come for you. Yeah, and now, now it's a problem.
Yeah. It's like a domino. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It clacks over this one, that one. It's coming your direction. It just ain't got to you.
Well, that's kind of like why it's so dangerous that they kicked Trump off of Twitter. I understand why they needed to do it because, like, he was just spreading misinformation and people were getting hurt by it. But limiting free speech is a slippery slope. So, like,
yeah, man, he deserves to be able to speak his views.
Yeah, just about stupidness, like, but it's a slippery slope because do you let it go and just let them misinform people and just let them believe whatever, or do you stop it for the general overview?
Well, at a certain point, they have to keep hearing from him to see what he truly is.
Yeah,
I mean,
now you're driving
now he has no voice, so now they're left to just think.
Yeah, and now they're spinning. People can spin because they took out dear leader. So I bet he wants me to avenge him.
I haven't heard from Trump in a month. You know what I'm saying?
The whole time he's playing golf and I don't give a fuck about you.
That nigga don't
care less. He's
on his own little island.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy. Like, all right, well, I voted for Joe Biden, so fuck Trump, kick him off of Twitter. But what about as soon as I say something messed up and now I've grown and now I'm still being held responsible for
That's exactly right.
something I did.
That's why it's very dangerous to just go spouting off at the mouth and then, 10 years down the road, something that didn't mean nothing now means something and they got, they take a screenshot of you saying it. You stuck.
That's kind of one of the dangerous things with having this podcast, right? So,
that's why we think about what we talk about.
Yeah,
I don't think
push come to shove. I'm gonna err on the side of not offending people.
Yeah, I'm gonna be more cautious about my words.
Well, our thing is that's not who we are as people. Anyway,
it's
really what I'm saying? If we were just up here saying some old blasphemous, silly shit, man, it's just to see,
reaction.
Yeah, no, man, you can't.
Our podcast would probably grow faster.
It would be a better podcast from the sense it'd be like, man, what these niggas gonna say next?
Yeah. But if we're just trying to...
We have to live once you click off of this. So you don't,
Yeah. But generally, we're pretty cool folks, laid back anyway. Like, we're not...
Pretty chill.
Yeah. Now, we do say some silly shit, which is part of the fun.
Yeah. And, that's not podcastable there.
Yeah.
Some of that shit just got to stay in-house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you'll probably never hear, because I do have some controversial outlooks on some things, but there's no need for you to know this. I'm smart enough to know that'll probably get me in trouble.
Yeah.
You don't need to know everything.
Well, I don't know enough about everything to be definitive on shit to where I can just stand on it concrete.
Yeah, me and Brittany got into a heated discussion last night about the GameStop and Janet Yellen being the new Treasury Secretary, but she took money from the hedge fund. They got hurt, and now all of it. So, I was saying, blah, 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 and she was like, your logic doesn't make sense. Like, blah, blah. I was like...
You sound like Date on Star Trek.
Yeah, like, all right, I got you.
Doesn't make sense.
I was like, you're not going to change my mind on this. I'm not going to change your mind on this.
We'll just find on something to talk about.
Go get something to eat. But she's really good at arguing. It's kind of weird. She's really good at arguing, so I gotta bring my A game to whenever we do.
So I don't know why you would.
Well, black women are very good at arguing.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to debate
it. You should have went to debate class to do that.
Yeah, well, it helps me too with the podcast. I got to think about what I'm going to talk about. Like if I'm just gonna spout out some shit, I need to have a reason to why.
Well, I don't want to get to Thursday and then somebody coming up to me, hey man, you know what you said Tuesday, man? But like, man, I ain't got a clue what the fuck I said.
Who knows? I'm just talking shit.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense for me to start saying shit and then you go back, fact check it, and put it on there, and it's like, I said 15. This nigga, it says only 3. Oh, well, shit.
Well, I have to do that to you every now and then, Boo. I don't know if you've noticed that or not.
Oh, no, you good.
I had to keep you honest. But,
given my history, I understand why. So,
this motherfucker is just completely spouting bullshit. I have a column on it.
Just talking.
And there's a reason for that. But it's
there's always a reason. Full of
shit. Man.
Well, I had to be full of shit because when I told the truth, nobody believed me as a kid. But if I lied,
it's creative.
Yeah, I told somebody the other day about me shooting out the window with the BB gun. They were like, so anybody, if y'all haven't heard this story, we had a BB gun, and I was shooting a fly off the trunk of this window, or shooting a fly off the trunk. I shot the fly, and then I heard this little tink. So I didn't think anything about it. I go upstairs. I give Lee the gun. I'm on the back porch, and I'm looking at him shooting this way. And as soon as he shoots, this glass door shatters. And I'm on the porch like, oh, God, Lee, what did you do?
Right.
Oh, fuck.
There you go.
And Lee's like, I don't know, man.
I shot this way. It's over here. What the fuck?
He's like, maybe it ricocheted off a rock or something. I was like, I don't know, man. I guess it might have.
God will bless you for it.
So, a few hours go by and the cops are out there combing through this broken glass. The neighbor was pissed. Like, what the fuck? And they found the BB, and Lee's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what are you doing? I was like, what are you talking about? And I'm just sitting there minding my own fucking business watching TV like,
this guy.
just fucking nervous as fuck.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't.
But I never fessed to that till like maybe 5 years ago. I was like, fuck that.
It's all good, bro.
Mind my business.
No, it's all good.
You can go to jail. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I didn't do it. I'm gonna be quiet.
You did what anybody would do.
Yeah, but I'm such an honest person, so most of the time, like that's like rare for me to be like.
That's who you've grown into.
Yeah, that's true. I knew like
your conscience was eating your ass up in that moment.
Dude, I was like, fuck. And then it kind of goes by, and like you never think about it. Next thing you know, 25 years goes by, and I haven't actually told the truth about this. But I was shooting that fly, and I was like, tink. I didn't think anything about it. Fucking wind blows and shatters the door.
You know how stupid it is. I'm shooting a fly with a BB gun.
I don't know. It was like one of those big old horse flies. I was trying to
shoot. Big ass window in the background of the fly.
That's why you don't give 8-year-old BB guns. Like, no. I don't know how old I was, but I was.
I remember being on White's Avenue, so I was like 5 or 6, and I remember y'all three. I was downstairs being nosy, but it was y'all two, and Ron. And y'all was arguing over the shotgun. And Lee's like, I didn't fucking shoot the window. Right. And I do remember like you being quiet, whatever. Like I said, I was like 6. I don't really remember what was going on. I just remember y'all were salty about Ron taking a shotgun.
Yeah.
I remember like the cops being there, and that's why like like a week or so later, I called 911 and just to see, and they answered, and I put it down, and then the police showed up at the house.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
because like there's cops at my house.
Yeah.
I remember, call 911 if anything happens, whatever. Mama pissed me off. I called 911. And I was like, but I didn't talk to nobody. I just called them. They said 911, how can I help you? And I was like, oh.
That's really them.
I hung up. Well,
the number works.
They're not lying to me.
And like legit, 10, 15 minutes later, there's like cops at the house. And we're like,
because we have to return every call.
You gotta go. Ron probably in a black back smoking a blunt. You're like, what the
fuck? Nobody knows why they're at the house, whatever. And I'm just like,
badass kids.
Have y'all's kids done that? Like called 911 or did something like that? To where it's like
Bubs.
No, they have not. Where's Wood at?
My youngest though, man, he was not with me, but
yeah, he did something stupid.
The kids would wait till they go to sleep, and then when they go to sleep, they're up doing whatever they want to do.
The parents wait for the parents to go to sleep.
Yeah,
badass kids.
Well, it's like 2 or 3 in the morning or some shit like that. And Bubs is yelling out the window, "Help! Help!"
At an apartment complex.
Help! Help! They're making all kind of fucking noise, and he's hollering out the window, "Help!" And then, sure enough, some police were. He's called the 911. He never does none of this stuff around me. I don't know what to say.
Didn't like pee the bed like last night or something?
Yeah, that's what they said Bubs did.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he was at his mom. But then he immediately said, "No, I didn't."
He said, "No, I didn't." Looked up at Lee like, "Why are you embarrassing me, Daddy? Shut up, nigga."
Lying-ass kid, piss pot pants.
You're too old for that shit, nigga. Straighten up.
Yeah, how old is he? Like 15?
I think he's 27.
Still pissing the bed. He ain't even drunk. Just pissing the bed.
He still suck his thumb too, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
It's messed up because he's my namesake. He's named after me. So it's like, man, you gotta do better.
You making
me look bad, nigga.
Can't have the smart one. We'd trade out. Shit.
Well, ain't y'all like both Aquariuses?
I'm an Aquarius. I don't know what
he's
is.
February 3rd.
He's an Aquarius too.
God dang. Son of a bitch. Maybe we're just both cute. That's the only thing we got in common so far. We're just both cute little mixed kids.
There's something wrong with it, man.
The boy ain't right.
I mean, the other two are, man, you couldn't ask for no better. But then he pulls up the rear, and it's like, man.
Yeah, you played the lotto one too many times.
Yeah.
Watch, I've been saying though consistently, he's gonna surprise you. Like he's gonna grow up to be like some fucking something.
Something.
Wait, Hey, it's 15 years to come back. Yeah, you're right. He did turn into something.
Yeah. It's something good.
His something definitely was something.
It's gonna be something good. I got faith in the little guy. If he's smart enough to be mischievous, then he's smart. Then
no. That's the thing. He's not dumb.
He's very bold.
He just doesn't understand that there's reasons why you don't do shit.
No limits.
Yeah.
Let that flourish, man.
Yeah.
Teach him how to meditate and let him. He might start moving tables
let
around.
Him channel that shit.
Yeah.
Bro.
He may become telekinetic.
That nigga can't quit sucking his thumb and pissing in the bed. I don't know he's gonna get all them lessons.
No, dude. Hey, I think isn't like high functioning people like do stuff like that. They piss the bed. They cuss a lot.
They say higher intelligence you have, the more forgetful you are, because your brain just weeds out useless information for more.
Yeah, but the problem is that it's useless to the person who deems. I don't need to know that. Yeah, it's like okay. You do.
What's this stop sign do again?
Yeah. Fucking red things at every corner. I don't get the shit.
I just blow. I don't need to fucking think about that.
There's a fine line for this, but like in like psychology, like as like youth, kids, infants, whatever, like them, like a father, like I think it was like you taught me this. I did like my research on it, but like for a kid to bump his head is actually a good thing. Maybe not stomping his head or hit him with a baseball bat, but like
roughhousing your kids,
whatever. Like that's why you see lions throw their kids around. The pups around, teaching them how to fight, whatever. That's why dogs, animals are rough on their kids. It helps their brain grow, whatever.
Yeah, it
that's why I beat on it, man.
Shake their head a bunch. No, I don't know where I heard. I remember I wrote a blog post about that back in the day with upwardlife.com, old blog I used to have, and I was researching. And I came across it, and it was like if you roughhouse with your kid, you bounce them around, and it helps neurons connect. I don't know how scientific this was or not, but it sounded like it made sense.
Well, think about it. It's your parent touching you, you know what I'm saying, wrestling with you.
Engaging, learning new things.
Got you feeling all happy and
That's
shit.
why like tactile toys are good, like something that can touch and like move around, like leapfrogs and stuff like that. It helps build their intelligence more than just sit them in a fucking room.
So it's like May likes slime. She likes the texture of it and all that shit.
Yeah.
See, that's like my thing is like a child is like just a big ass lump of clay, nigga. And everything you do is either hitting that pedal to make it go faster, and everything you tell them is the water, and everything you like experience with them is you molding them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like a child can do anything. That's like that little kid that was bench pressing, 8-year-old bench pressing 200 pounds because his dad was a bodybuilder, and he took his son everywhere he went.
Daddy does it.
Well, it's like there's a great documentary I just watched. I don't know if it's great or not, but it's really interesting documentary about Tiger Woods. He was watching his dad hit golf balls when he was in the high chair.
Yeah, that's all he's ever seen.
And then he hit, but Earl kind of.
Then his dad, Joe Jackson, his ass.
Dude, yeah, it's kind of rough, cheating on his mom and while his dude, yeah,
chip off the old block.
Chip off the old block. But he learned how to hit golf. He was like on Johnny Carson hitting a golf ball high and straight at like 3 years old. He's like, he's going to be something when he grows up. They're like, oh, okay.
He's like, he is.
Greatest
There's this
golfer
old
ever.
clip of Johnny Bob Hope was on there, and it was like Earl Woods and Tiger Woods, and they were like, it's that famous one where he's like hitting the golf ball, and it's like, damn, you started young.
It's like
you teach him, young man. Like I tell my kids, if they're 8 or 9 and they're playing, and you play whatever it is for 10 years. By the time you're become an adult, you're going to have 10 years of experience with whatever the fuck it is under your belt.
Yeah, play guitar, play an instrument.
Anything.
See, you learn the most. You'll never learn anything more than you will your first 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, who you are in the first 5 years is the direction you just got shot out the gun.
I feel like I don't have any kids, but my kids are going to be so bombarded with shit because I want to make this perfect little fucking badass. But I want to, like, when they're in school age, I want them to get, like, Rosetta Stone and learn, like, German or some shit or learn Spanish because I don't speak anything
and see,
but English.
I feel that way with May and Chubbs to where, like they want to learn. Like, they have that part of me, I feel like, that just searches to learn shit. They want to know, Chubbs wants to know, why does this work like this? You know, well, son, you take this medicine here. Well, this medicine does this and it does that, and then it, you know what I'm saying, makes you learn.
Yeah, that's how my kids are. Like, they're intrigued by learning.
When I was in 2nd grade, maybe 3rd grade, I don't know, hell, maybe 5th grade, I don't know. But Miss Lewis, I think you had Miss Lewis too. We had piano lesson time during the week, and I would in class we'd play piano, and I was getting good. But because Mama never followed up with me, But I was like learning how to play piano.
I could play "Lean on Me."
Yeah, right. Like, it was those like little songs like that she would teach us in class.
Yeah.
And I was learning it easily because I was like, oh, well, this obviously
makes
sense.
Like, was it?
But now if I try to learn how to play piano now when I'm 37, about to be 38, like, that's
hard. Learning curve is.
So, and I do kind of wish I would have kept learning how to play piano or some type of instrument. I tried to play guitar not too long ago, a bunch of years back. And because my friend Shay, she just gave me a guitar. So I like bought a DVD and I was like learning. I watched it like one night. And then I gave it to Dawson, our nephew. I was like, here, you can have it. I'm not going to learn guitar. It's too much. But if you learn it when they're young, it's easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because their mind's all open and just, ooh, look at this.
Like I got a homie, Brad, and he plays guitar. Like that nigga, he just picked it up one day and when he was a teenager. And like he can hear it and get it, whatever. Well, his kid, I want to say it's like Tobias or some shit like that. Sorry, Brad, if I forgot your kid's name. But anyways,
you know who he is.
Like he plays in front of his kid all the time, and he says his kid can go up there and hit a string, whatever, and like remember it and hit a tune, whatever, and play the same tune a couple times.
Yeah,
and this nigga's like about to be 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's a little white kid, but
well, it's like these white people niggas too.
Yeah,
so there's it's like those stories of like kids who are like kept in closets or whatever, just really abused. There's like one instance of this, and like this girl was left. It may have been a movie, just bullshit. Who knows? But I watched something, and this kid was locked in this closet, and she came out, and she couldn't talk. She didn't know how to interact with people. She was just like she wasn't deaf or anything. She just was never interacted with.
Oh no, that was like a real story, and it was this girl was like it was in a house. It was in a room, but she couldn't figure out a way to get out the room in a house. It was an abandoned house.
Okay, so then she like what I'm thinking of it was like a parent was like abusing her because she ate like it was food. Yeah. It was locked up in a closet somewhere, or like a room or an attic or something. And she never learned how to speak or write or talk because she was never spoken to. And so it's basically like the opposite side of, well, if you just like let your kid do all this crazy shit, you know, you can, the sky's the limit. But also the human mind is a sponge, and if you don't put any water on it, then you're a deaf mute in a, you know what I'm saying? A room
Bro, that's
somewhere.
like I was watching this thing on Netflix, or it might have been Amazon Prime probably, but it was about that girl Gypsy, Mommy Dead and Dearest is what it's called.
I heard that.
But this woman, she's pretty much a con artist, whatever. But like her high she would get is when something happened with Gypsy, her daughter, like the affirmation she got, oh, you did a good job. She's like, oh, that feels good.
Yeah.
I'm a bad person. I did one good thing. That feels good. So she literally like forged all type of shit saying that it was wrong with Gypsy, muscular sclerosis. She had cancer,
miracle baby. All of a sudden,
everybody, how are you still living?
Like she told everybody that she was retarded and that she's gonna die soon and this and all that, and like she'd go to different doctors.
She's like in 5th grade doing everything. He's like, what the fuck's wrong with all y'all?
They put her in a wheelchair, right?
Fine.
They put her in a wheelchair saying that she was paralyzed, she couldn't walk. But she went to one doctor. She's like, how old is she? She's this age, but she's got a mindset of a 5-year-old. Yes, okay. Ask Gypsy a question, but she would
go to work.
She would hold Gypsy's hand everywhere she go, and when Gypsy would start acting too normal, she squeezed her hand, and Gypsy would be quiet, whatever. That's the thing. The crazy thing is, Gypsy was like 10 months old, and she's like, "Where's your cranium?" And she'd point. Where's like all the technical Latin terms, and she point at it, and she do sign language, whatever. Yeah. So she's a smart kid. She's just like her eyes are too close, so it makes her look like she's kind of has Down syndrome, whatever. But she's not.
Yeah.
But like I said, she's in this wheelchair, and her mom is telling her to tell everybody she can't walk. So when she gets out the wheelchair, she's doing the whole crawling, picking her legs up.
Yeah.
Well, one doctor was like,
if
she's 13 years old and has never walked, why does she got deformed? Not like her muscles are formed and her they're defined. And
because muscle that does it would atrophy. You don't have
that's the word I was looking for. And like you don't just look like skin and bones, like you got definition in your legs or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah, these sculpted calves. Like, you sure you don't walk? Like, what are you doing?
You must twitch in your sleep or something, nigga.
But like
something's firing.
Yeah.
But like she's so much smarter than what she actually thinks she is. Whatever. Like she thought, and her mother told her, "You're retarded." She told her you had the mindset of a child. So Gypsy at 18 is watching this movie Tangled, Disney Tangled, and in Disney Tangled, the mom steals her. All right, keeps her trapped in this thing. And it's a bad woman. And in the movie,
that's you, mommy.
You kick the woman at the window off out of a 15-story thing. The mom dies. Now I live happy. I marry a prince. I live happily ever after. Gypsy thought that her boyfriend, who has Asperger's, whatever, comes over, slashes and dashes mommy, and now Gypsy's in jail.
Damn.
He was totally, you know what I'm saying, twiddling his little dilly, man, fucking his head up.
You should fucking kill my mama.
I'll play with it again.
Ain't nobody's good enough to make murder.
Well, no, but even that nigga thought he was like schizophrenic and had all these other personalities. Right. And so she, to appease him, pretended to have all these different personalities and all that shit. You know what I mean?
The human mind is a crazy thing, dude.
Oh, like,
she molded this person,
you
know what I mean, off of her own fucked upness.
That's kind of why I want to have a kid, is because I want to teach him how to meditate, teach him all about finance. I want to teach him all the things I never knew.
Just watch him.
Like, teach him, get him in Spanish lessons and, like, piano lessons. Like, I just wanted to, like, you're going to be great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just give you
as
everything
best as I can give. You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's like me personally. Like, I was so shy as a kid. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many opportunities I let walk by because I was like,
see, I'm trying to teach my kids to be more aggressive on, you know what I'm saying? Don't let that fear, like what somebody else thinks. Man,
my
fuck
kids
all that.
now are bold as hell. They'll say what they want to say.
Yeah, they are a little too bold. Your son needs to call me Uncle Chris, not just fucking Chris.
Hey, Christopher.
Yeah, like, what's my name? Oh, Uncle Chris. Like, motherfucker, put some respect. Anyways, that's a pet peeve of mine.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, we're way over. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I feel like this flowed really good. This is a good conversation.
Day in the life of us.
Yeah, man. Hey, thank you guys so much for listening. Go ahead and be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe.
Please.
Yeah. And as always, guys, do what?
Be mixed.
Bye.